The time has finally come. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to JWF Rite of Passage. My name is Captain McKay, and tonight is going to be a huge night in our sport. We have two excellent matches coming up. In just a few moments, we will see the long-awaited contest between The Undertaker and Sting. These two have a history that dates all the way back to one night only, and tonight it will all culminate in what I assume will be a classic match. And later tonight, we will see a highly anticipated match between two amazing competitors as Chris Jericho challenges Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental Championship. Michaels has been at Jericho's throat ever since Jericho was announced as a contender for the match tonight, and we will see them finally lock up later this evening. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels has held the Intercontinental Championship ever since winning it from The Rock in that classic ladder match all that time ago. Hang on, what? Well, look what we got here. There's the man representing Sting, none other than Paul Heyman himself. Let's take you back and show you how this all got started.
My name is Paul Heyman. Now, when I made my client known, they took it to another level. My client has been booed and underappreciated by the audience since day one.
I will never rest until the flesh is rotting from your bones.
And I quote, I don't regret what I did to The Undertaker.
Look into the eyes of the Reaper, and you pay for your crimes.
The contract has been signed, and if you'd like to sign it, Mr. Undertaker, you may have the match.
One of us will face the future, and one of us faces eternal darkness. The tolling of the bell begins.
This entire match, the culmination of a very elaborate series of mind games by Heyman and Sting, put forth in an attempt to psychologically break down The Undertaker. And it all comes together tonight and begins right now with the arrival of Sting. This will be Sting's first match here in JWF since returning from his disappearance. And how he ever got connected with Paul Heyman is anyone's guess. Since being back, Sting has not said a word, electing to allow Heyman to be his personal mouthpiece. And it looks like that business relationship is going to be maintained tonight as Heyman holds a microphone in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. We're out here tonight because my client challenges The Undertaker to do this right here, right now. Bring your dead ass out to this ring.
The challenge is laid down, and we are about to get underway. Oh man, can you feel the atmosphere in this arena?
Oh, yeah!
What? Is that really? Well, ladies and gentlemen, now I have seen everything. Sting looks unimpressed, and Heyman is absolutely beside himself. Paul Bearer at ringside for the first time in I don't even know how long, awaiting the arrival of The Undertaker. And here we go. The atmosphere, the energy, the aura, whatever you call this feeling, it never gets any less impressive seeing The Undertaker make his entrance. Pallbearer at ringside just completes the picture as the anticipation for this match grows to a fever pitch. Both men in the ring right now, eye to eye, and there's only one thing left to do from here. And there's the bell, and there goes The Undertaker, laying into Sting. So much pent-up frustration, so much going through the mind of the dead man as a result of those cryptic messages that Sting was responsible for so long ago. And now The Undertaker just choking the Stinger with the boot, finally letting go before the count of 5. Undertaker definitely doesn't want to get disqualified after all this time. Wait a second, Sting avoids the contact. Sting now pummeling the dead man into the corner as Heyman looks on in approval. Sting now sending The Undertaker off the ropes, and my God, look at the absolute power. Sting with a military press on The Undertaker, and Pallbearer with a look of concern as Sting stands over the dead man. Wait a second, Undertaker just... No! Sting begins another assault. But The Undertaker now reverses into a standing chokehold. And The Undertaker once again in danger of being disqualified. But again, he breaks the hold before 5. The Undertaker now bringing Sting back to his feet and begins wrenching the arm, no doubt trying to weaken Sting's ability to use any more of those power moves. The dead man now possibly trying to pop Sting's shoulder out of the socket. But there's the reversal from Sting, a fireman's carry into an arm drag. The Undertaker on his feet, and what a standing drop kick. Undertaker on the mat as Paul Heyman looks on. Yeah, I see it, I'm watching. Sting now staring down the dead man, flexing and taunting, and he just got a boot to the face to show for it. Pallbearer looking on now as Undertaker goes right back for Sting's throat. The referee counting once again, and Undertaker wisely making use of those 4 seconds. Pallbearer watches as The Undertaker does what he does best, but now The Undertaker wrenches that arm once again, and he's going up top. Look at the balance of the dead man as he jumps off the rope and hammers the Stinger to the mat. And now he covers, but no, only a 2 count. Our first near fall of the evening. Both competitors showing that they've come prepared for this match tonight, which could still go either way from where I sit. And here comes a choke slam. The Undertaker grabs Sting by the throat. But wait, Sting breaks free. Sting with a flurry of offense, now sending The Undertaker to the corner. Heyman looking on at his client, and here it comes. Stinger splash. And there's a hip toss, sending The Undertaker right down to the center of the mat. Pallbearer looks on now as Sting sets up. And here it comes. The Scorpion Deathlock. The Undertaker is locked in the Stinger's patented submission hold in the center of the ring. Undertaker struggling now to break free, reaching for the ropes as Sting continues to apply the pressure. Sting has won more matches than I can count with this hold as Paul Heyman looks on and approves what he's seeing. The Undertaker has to be in a world of pain as Sting relentlessly wrenches on that hold. Pallbearer holding that urn out now as The Undertaker struggles in the middle of the ring. Wait, can he really? Yes, he can! Undertaker just broke the Scorpion Deathlock and sent Sting to the outside of the ring. And now the dead man is going to need to recover from that damage done as Paul Heyman makes his way to the other side of the ring to check on his client. With The Undertaker now back to his feet as Heyman helps Sting up and argues with Pallbearer. And I can't imagine the conversation those two must be having as The Undertaker runs off the ropes. Wait! My God! The dead man has taken flight and he just leveled Sting on the outside. The amount of energy these two men have given to this match is absolutely astronomical. Heyman cautiously moves away from the action as The Undertaker rises once again to his feet. And now he goes back on the assault. Sting getting pummeled and then rolled into the ring. And The Undertaker sets his sights on Heyman. Paul Heyman has been consistently tormenting The Undertaker all along and is now screaming at the Phenom on the outside. Whoa, and that shut him up real quick as Paul Bearer tries getting The Undertaker back into the ring. Undertaker now with a right hand, but it looks to have had no effect on Sting. And now another thrust to the throat, and again, Sting seems unaffected. And now just more flexing. But wait, Sting able to capitalize, just laying those shots into The Undertaker. Sting pummeling the dead man into the corner. And the power of Sting now as he hoists The Undertaker to the top turnbuckle, and the Stinger goes right up after him. And what a superplex! And now Sting with the cover. But no, a kick out from The Undertaker at 2. I don't know how much he has left after the submission hold earlier, and now that superplex. But Sting right back on the offense. Wait a minute! Undertaker has him! And there's the choke slam! And The Undertaker with the cover. 2. No! Kick out at 2. Sting just had the wind taken out of his sails, and The Undertaker in absolute control at the moment. And now he's calling for the end. And the end is in sight for the Stinger as The Undertaker sets up the tombstone pile. Wait, Sting with a reversal. Scorpion death drop. And there's the cover. 1, 2. Wait, he kicked out. The Undertaker kicked out at 2, and Sting is beside himself as he looks at Heyman. What will Sting have to do to put the dead man to rest here tonight? Heyman and Sting having words as Undertaker gets back to his feet. Wait a second, what the hell is Heyman doing on the apron? The Undertaker may be out on his feet as Paul Heyman now instructs Sting on what needs to happen to put the Undertaker away. And there they go, back into it right away as Heyman's still shouting orders at Sting. Paul Bearer taking exception now, trying to get Heyman off the apron. Oh, come on! Paul Heyman, what a reprehensible, vile son of a... He just kicked Paul Bearer to the ground. Wait, there's the reversal. What a collision! Sting sending Heyman to the floor, and he may have just bashed his skull. And here it comes. Tombstone pile driver. The Undertaker now with the cover. 1, 2. He gets it! This has been an incredible back and forth, but I have to believe that Sting smashing face first into Heyman may have been the turning point for this match. And looking at Paul Heyman now, I think he understands that he may be at least partially responsible for his client losing this huge match. Sting and Heyman have to be feeling the agony of defeat here as The Undertaker and Paul Bearer celebrate this absolutely monumental victory. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been an absolute thrill ride, but stick around because coming up shortly, our main event, Chris Jericho taking on the Intercontinental Champion, Shawn Michaels. I, for one, cannot wait to see this match, and it won't be long now. Stay tuned.